Hello traders, how's it going today? Today is 31st of August 2019 and we do have a monthly candle closure today, but that's not going to be the topic of concern for today's video. It's going to be when volatility. So I'm sure a lot of people just like me, back when I started trading on BitMEX, I used to stare at the screen every single hour waiting for that green candle to pop up and show the volatility action, and I was just in fact I was just waiting for that particular instance every single day and wondering what is the most important point of volatility, to be honest, right? So in today's video I present to you all the secrets of volatility. Well, not all the secrets, but somewhat important things to be understood. Alright, so I'll just get right into it. So before understanding that how you can get those specific moments of volatility, you have to understand the trend first. Alright, so if you're a bullish trader and if you're looking for any trade to the upside, you got to first determine that whether the trend is on the upside or not. So I'll take this particular instance from 30th July all the way up until 5th of August on the 1 hour time frame, right? So you can pretty much identify with the 21 simple moving average that the trend is bullish. The simple moving average is sloping upwards and the price action is inclined to the upside. So that's the step number one. You analyze the trend, and then when do you know that the green candle is just about to show up or massive volatility is about to occur? You mix and match your situation with the relative strength index. So on my particular RSI chart, I have drawn a few lines. The first one is the 60, the mid one is the 50, and the bottom one is the 40. So 60 and 40 generally are your breakout points, and anything between 60 and 40 is not worth trading, to be honest. So I would just take this price action from 30 July 5:30 p.m. We had a few green candles closing continuously, showing consistency in the closure, and then we had this thing, bam, upside. How did this candle come? How did this candle just form, and why did that happen? Notice the RSI. This was the point. This was the exact particular moment when the candle did break upwards, right? So if we go and just mix and match with this entire area, it's clearly suggesting that as soon as RSI broke above the 60, that was your buy trigger. That was simply enough your buy trigger, and we had multiple bots or maybe multiple traders responding to that thing, and well, this green candle was formed. Woohoo! Now you don't have to worry when these green candles come. But to be honest, yeah, that's the basic simple logic as to why these candles are occurring. And let me take another example. We see a little consolidation and RSI tests the 60 and then bounces back up again. As soon as you cross the 60, you have following a few green candles. Yet another example is this, which is pretty nice. This exact moment, RSI crossing 60, there you go. You have a consistent uptrend of 5.2%. Candles after candles after candles after and each candle progressing, and each candle having a greater size than the previous one, and the volume signature rising. This is a perfect, beautiful setup. As soon as you see the volume dying, that's where you get off the market. That's where you close the trade, or maybe just sit on the sidelines and wait for another confirmation to just open a new trade. But these are the perfect bullish situations that you want to see. RSI crossing 60, taking support from the 21 moving average, and volume signature rising. You get a beautiful trade like this. This is beautiful. This trade, I mean, this is free money. This is kind of like free money. Yeah, so everything is in the 1 hour time frame, and this video is kind of for intraday traders and traders who prefer trading the smaller time frames and wondering when the green candles come. Just going for another example, what do we have here? We have a simple sideways consolidation, completely flatlined at the 60s areas, and as soon as we finish the test, we just blasted upside. We just blasted towards the upside. So yet again an example of RSI crossing 60 and moving upwards, price action moving upwards. Same goes for this test, bam, bounce, right? This will go on, this will actually go on. In fact, if you think I just picked it up I picked this particular point just for the video's sake, no, that's not the case. I'll just take any other point. Let's go really back, all the way up to, I don't know, maybe May, right? So number 1 step, determining the trend. Number 2 step, waiting for the RSI to close above 60. Failed once, but closed the second test right above 60, and we had a good upswing. The price rose all the way from 5,800 to 6,100. That's again a good trade for intraday perspective. This is like heaven for intraday trading, right? Getting 3.88%, pretty damn nice. Going back here yet again we have this particular RSI crossing the 60, and we have a huge candle formation to the upside. This can go all along, and well, I really hope that you now understand why these things happen and when volatility, and I hope you have your answer now. Probably you can be a better trader, specifically at trading intraday time frames, man, because all the best for that. Anyway, I'll just put my EMAs back on. Yeah, so EMAs are going to help you decide the direction, and the RSI is going to tell you when to play. Like for example, this might be a good play. RSI is actually coming to flirt with the 60 zones, and we might see any RSI closing and any RSI momentum closing above 60, and then we could easily see a follow through. You can easily determine your targets, the up targets, with the help of your upwards resistance of all the moving averages. In this particular case, we have 100 moving average and 200 moving average. So if I see RSI closing above 60 and confirming it as a support, then I can easily aim for like 9,700 to all the way to 10,000 in fact. So this is how you play these volatile movements, and always remember you got to be prepared. Like for example, if you're in anticipation of this particular RSI trend to be crossing 60, then you got to take the position. Then you got to position yourself well in advance. Like for example, here you might want to go long and set your stop loss as any candle closure below the 21, and now we have 55, so 55 as well. So you would take your candle closure as 9,500 as your stop loss, and you would anticipate the RSI to cross the 60 level and start pumping in fact, right? That's how you play these volatile movements. Anyway, I hope this video really helped you, and I hope you'll finally stop wondering as to when volatility, and I really hope that you stop literally staring at your screen for more than 20 hours a day, wondering when the price action would occur and when the hell am I going to make money, right? All of these things. Just simply set your alerts every single time RSI crosses 60. Okay, so there was a method, I can't quite remember. So if you set an alert, why is it not working? Okay, all right. So condition, I think it's not in the condition. Mode action was crossing. Yeah, we'll set it as crossing only, and once per bar close. This is something I was looking for. Once per bar close, we want to be looking at RSI closing above 60 in any bar, right? and your alert is going to repeat itself, and it's going to tell you again and again whenever the relative strength is crossing 60 on any particular asset. So stop staring at the screens and charts and the price action 24/7. Just set your alerts and let them do their work. Okay, so heading on to extremely small time frames now, I would just want to take a few examples of the 10-minute time frame. Now I seem to trust the 10-minute time frame because it does seem to play out very nicely in the intraday time frames. And again, I can go on again and again. Just like, for example, what do we have here? We have RSI crossing 60, and then we have green candles. Bam, right? We had RSI crossing 60, green candles up. RSI crossing 60, green candle, huge green candle to the upside, taking support from the 21 until you lose it. Let me take a few more examples. There you go. RSI crossing 60 again. Let me just increase the size of this bar. I'm sorry. So RSI crossing 60, and there you go, green candle, breaking through the resistance also. So this price action was actually significant on the 10-minute time frame. We had a trade of 2.75%, which is great, which is really amazing for intraday. Let me just look out for another example. This one right here, RSI crossing 60, bam, there you go. Your uptrend begins for like an hour or something like that. Candles keep on going. So I mean, you should not, again, yet another thing, if you, for example, if you go short on these areas and then you just get and then you're getting frustrated that, oh man, I'm short and the price just keeps on going up. Why the hell is that happening? Why is that happening? It's because the RSI is maintaining its strength above the 60 margin. That is why it is happening. That is why it's happening. So you got to be taking points of these situations where even if you are short by mistake, or like if you're just going against the market, so you just have to understand that as soon as the RSI is maintaining a good posture above the 60 on any time frame, the price will float up, and vice versa, the price might go down also in the bearish scenario, in the bearish case. And I'll make the bearish cases, all the bearish cases put together in a separate video coming out very soon, and I think you'll enjoy that one too. Anyway, what more examples do we have? Breaking 60, huge green candle, but then again it got consumed, and then we had a dump. These 10 minutes candles are good for the intraday trading and intraday time frames, and I think you can have a pretty good success rate based off of these moving averages, and anytime we do cross the 60 areas. Anyway, that's been it. So just to summarize the entire video, I talked about the RSI crossing 60 on 1 hour and 10 minutes. So if you're looking into extremely small time frames for intraday trading, then you might pick your direction from the 1 hour time frame and take your position from the 10-minute time frame, and maybe ride it all the way until your RSI is maintaining a bullish posture above the 60 mark. Well, I hope this video made a lot of sense to you, and I hope you'll stop wondering. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.